Hello, and today I want to show you what I've been doing with the simulated mat around the painting. This was the painting that I did earlier this morning, plein air. This particular brand of material is the Valspar, and it's a stone-like rough texture finish that I used to spray over the mat that's been taped off on this particular painting. And so the first thing is to take off the tape from the painting to reveal the runs and stuff that the underpainting and the rest of the painting will do to the on the white. It always seems to do that no matter which tape I use. So I just count on that and just use this stuff to take care of it and paint over it. Now the first thing I'm going to do is tape off the inside of the painting. This particular mat was taped off with 2-inch wide linen mat, and then we'll spray it and see what it looks like. Now for the tape I'm using a 3M blue painter's tape. It's a little less sticky than the regular masking tape, so it's less likely to pull off the painting off my panel. So that's why I'm using this particular stuff. The painting, tear off a big stripe, but I leave it attached, or I should say unroll a big stripe, and just line it up carefully with the edge of the painting. Kind of rub it down with your fingers. And take a single edge razor blade and lay it right in the corner and just tear it off, and that gives a nice clean cut where the corners are. Same on the other side, like that. There we go. And just do that for all four sections, and put newspaper or something in the middle. Tape it down to the blue tape that's already on here, and then it'll be ready to spray. So be back in a second with that. Okay, it was just as easy to mask off the whole thing as it was to tape on newspaper, so I just went ahead and masked it off. This is a pretty small painting. So you just shake it up real good, as the label says, and it's a texture paint, Valspar stone. There's several companies that make it. There's a texture paint out there by Rust-Oleum. There's one out there by Krylon. They all work equally as well. A color that kind of matches your frame or ties your frame and your painting together. That's the only key. I like the lighter colors personally because it looks more like a linen mat. But you can do any color you want, and you can also paint this down and then paint a color over it to get whatever color you want. So if you wanted something blue, which they don't make in this, or burgundy or green or something like that, you can spray this texture down and then lightly spray a color over it. So it should be pretty well there, and comes out pretty rapidly. I like to spray away from the edge so that it doesn't crawl up under the edge, and which plays a little havoc when you get on the back side of it here. Tell you what, I'm gonna move this because I can see that it's getting on my wife's flowers and she won't like that. Okay, hang on just a minute. There we go. Now there's no chance of getting it on the flowers. Anyway, come back over the paint. Again, I'm spraying away from the edge of the masking. Now, some of my underpainting has bled under the tape that I had taped down, so that's going to be a little more difficult to cover up, because this stuff it wants to splatter. So you have to hit those again a couple of times, lightly, to try to make it cover it. There we go. let the overspray kind of cover it. Okay. I also like to spray the edges of my board. I haven't tried this on canvas because I don't think it'll work too well, as the paint is rather stiff and not, rigid. So it doesn't want to, and you notice I'm just spraying right on the edge. I'm not letting it get back into under the tape down. It take about 30 minutes to an hour to dry, depending on which brand you have and what it says on the label and what the humidity conditions are. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes and it appears to be pretty much dry. It's a little tacky still comes off on your finger a little bit, which is about where I like it to pull it off, because I don't want it to crack and pull away from the edge of the, I'd rather it tore in the paint itself. This is the one I used just now, was the Valspar. This is also Rust-Oleum's American Accent Stone. And Krylon makes one that has a little bit finer texture. Very nice for smaller paintings. And also it's a little bit shiny, so you kind of have to spray it and get more of the overspray on it to dull it down a little bit. Okay, so take those off and we will peel it up. And I'm using a single edge razor blade just to grab the edge of it, the corner. I can see a corner. It's pretty thick stuff, so it just want to grab the tape, pull it up, and get it. Easier said than done. There we go. Getting a little bit of it off here. Once you get started rolling, it should come off fairly easily. And there we go. And that gives you a nice simulated linen mat on a panel, painted panel. Which then when you put the frame on it has a real nice effect. Real close-up shot of that texture so you can see what it looks like. Now what this does, it allows you to use a very simple, cheap or inexpensive frame to lay down on top of it. And have it framed. And basically that's the whole idea, is to make it look nice without spending a whole lot of money doing it. Thank you for watching.